Hello and welcome to the Street Crime UK YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Today we look at a career burglar who had a striking resemblance to Boris Johnson. One who had been jailed after he was caught stealing a handbag containing £1,280 in cash, which police had found stuffed down his trousers. Jason Watson, who was 43, and his spice addict accomplice, Adrian Orty, who was 45, had amassed more than 300 convictions between them, a Crown Court had heard. Hull Crown Court had heard how Mr. Watson and Mr. Orty had targeted a Café in Hull and made away with the keys, bank cards and a pair of Vivienne Westwood earrings during a raid in September. The pair also stole a staff member's handbag which contained the cash and took a total value of £2,280. Prosecutor Jasmine Lee told the court that the pair went to the house of Panini Café in Prospect Street in Hull and seemed to be looking for something behind the till. Mr. Watson pointed at something and Mr. Orty did the same. They both went into a private area and Mr. Orty ran out carrying something, the court was told. Mr. Watson left with something hidden down his trousers. A staff member later noticed that her handbag was missing. It contained £1,280 in cash that the owners had given her to help her run the premises while they were away. Mr. Orty and Mr. Watson were later arrested, and Mr. Watson had tried to barricade himself in his room. Hull Crown Court was told that Mr. Watson had 210 previous convictions, including 125 for theft or similar matters, and 23 for burglary. Mr. Watson had been jailed for 4 years in January the 10th of last year. This again was for burglary, but he was released on September the 3rd of this year. Mr. Orty had convictions for 96 previous offences, including 52 theft-linked matters and 21 burglaries. Mr. Orty had also been jailed for 3 years and 4 months in October of 2019 for burglary. The pair had amassed a total of 44 burglaries between them both. Julia Baggs, mitigating, said that Mr. Watson managed to rid himself of drugs during most of his recent prison sentence. Miss Biggs said he had been dependent on drugs for the vast majority of his adult life. After release from prison, he soon found himself on the streets. Miss Biggs added, he quickly sadly fell off the wagon and made some backward steps. This type of offending was clearly impulsive. He wants to work when he comes out into the community. Café Kyoko Gilligan, who was representing Mr. Orty, said the offence was opportunistic. Miss Kyoko Gilligan said, there is no excuse for the defendant's behaviour. He was under the influence of drugs at the time. He has had a long-standing history with drug addiction. Recorder Megan Reese told the pair, you both have appalling records. She said that unless they changed their behaviour, they would receive longer and longer prison sentences and would spend the rest of their lives in prison. The recorder said, this offence is so serious that only a custodial sentence can be justified. Mr. Watson and Mr. Orty were both jailed for 10 months after admitting to burglary. Thank you for joining us today. What are your opinions on the crimes committed by Mr. Orty and Mr. Watson? Do you believe Mr. Watson does look like Boris Johnson? Please let us know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like and share. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see more Street Crime UK content, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you can join us on the next video. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, stay safe.